Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. A few days back, prior to the launch of Season 4 Reloaded, I was able to sit in on a call with Raven Software to preview what was coming in the Season 4 Reloaded update, but also what was happening beyond the Season 4 Reloaded update. So today, we are previewing some other changes that Raven has planned for the near future towards the end of Season 4 Reloaded, with some other stuff that's coming maybe a bit sooner. Lots to look out for as we break it all down. If you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated. Let's try and aim for 2,000 likes on this one. And if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, every day I got you covered with the latest news, updates, loadouts, tips, everything going on in COD. I got you covered. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. That way you can always stay up to date. So first things first, big shout out, big thank you to my friends over at Activision and Raven for actually inviting me out to this call. It's always great when we can sit down with the developers. They can obviously talk about stuff that's coming to the game with the new updates, get feedback on it, but also we have plenty of time to discuss with them issues that maybe you guys bring up in the comments or over on Twitter or wherever else, so that we can all sort of pitch in together to help fix the game and you know, bring necessary eyes onto certain issues or have certain things looked at. So really cool. I love the fact that we're able to do these calls, and of course we get really cool information for you guys as well. So let's go ahead, let's preview some stuff coming later on in Season 4 Reloaded, and like I said, beyond. So in just a couple of weeks time, we're going to see the return of Champions of Caldera. Keyword champions, not just champion, which is what it was initially. Of course, it was previously just a solo mode where you would drop in with your loadout. The zone was constantly moving in. There was no zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, etc. It was just one singular zone that always moved in. I honestly really thought it was fun, very fast paced for solos, but at the same time, I'm also not really a huge solos player. It's just kind of a ratty mode, a lot of heartbeats, a lot of sitting in corners, and just too patient for me. I'm a little bit too run and gun for solo action, right? But the good news is Champion of Caldera is going to be upgraded to Champions of Caldera, with trios dropping here in the future. And when that happens, they're actually going to upgrade the player count back up to 150 players as well. So a little bit of a 2-for-1 here. We are getting Champions of Caldera as a squad size mode with trios, which is going to be awesome. That means same rules set in play. You get your loadouts right away. You get your redeploy token, and the zone is always moving in. So it's very fast, very hectic gameplay as is, but also more players on the map for Caldera, which is going to be great. I'm super excited to see that mode finally debut, and it should be a ton of fun when it does end up happening. Now, something that was actually mentioned in the patch notes that was talked about here in this call with the developers is that private matches are going to be coming to Fortune's Keep later on in this Reloaded update. So in a few weeks time, we're going to be able to jump into Fortune's Keep for private matches. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the whole private match system could probably use a bit of an overhaul. Perhaps in Warzone 2 it's going to. Like right now, if you wanted to jump into Fortune's Keep with just a couple of friends and mess around, you wouldn't be able to. You need a bunch of players to start the private match lobbies, which is a bit unfortunate. They're really there, I feel like, meant for, you know, large live streams if you're trying to do custom lobbies with viewers, or obviously tournaments and whatnot. So hopefully we see some upgrades and updates to that in the future. Now, moving on, we also got some very exciting news about a few particular settings that are being added into Warzone here in the future. One of which you've already sort of seen, I guess, accidentally teased in game, in the form of being able to manually toggle your gas mask. Now, as you may recall, a few weeks back when we had a call before Season 4 dropped, Raven Software ended up teasing in that call that the biggest change to gas masks had yet to come. They were hoping to see it launch with Season 4.5 or Season 4 Reloaded, but it wasn't set in stone. It could be pushed back, and we kind of got the compromise, if you will. It was revealed with this update, but it's not going to be happening fully, and it won't be live in game until Season 5, and that is that manually toggling your gas mask on or off. Right now in game, if you were to go over into your controls and look at your settings, we have that option available, but regardless of whether you disable or enable it, it's not actually live yet. The setting is just there, but they haven't fully implemented the feature, so it'll make absolutely no effect and no change on gameplay as of right now. Ted Timmons, who we talked to in this call, ended up tweeting at Doug from Modern Warzone saying, you know, we revealed our Royal Flush poker hand a little early. The full implementation is to come soon. And in the call, it was mentioned that that was being, you know, targeted for the Season 5 launch update. So if we don't see it by then, it should happen with that patch. And of course, That's a huge quality of life update. Being able to manually say, I want my gas mask on now, is going to allow for so many better gas plays. Being able to flank enemies, just being able to be smarter with your maneuvering through late game zones in general. That's going to be a huge update, and I'm very excited for that. Another setting that I am very excited for has to do with your loadouts. You may recall that not too long ago, I think it was the start of season 4, they basically changed the loadout selection so that when you go in game and you get your first loadout, it always starts with a loadout at the top. Whereas before, if you chose your 7th loadout in the pregame, when you went to your loadout in game, it was automatically on your 7th loadout. You could choose that really quick, and it was perfect for those hectic situations where you're dropping in and there's players around you. You need to get your go-to loadout fast, but it's not in the first spot. It made that super easy. And then it was changed where, like I said, it's always at the top, and players didn't really enjoy that, at least from, you know, the vocal community, which is the minority of the player base. Let's be real here. However, Ted did confirm that they are going to be implementing a setting that allows you to either have your loadout selection start always at the top or start from whatever you choose in the pre-game lobby. So it's the best of both worlds, a phenomenal change. It's going to make the situation for grabbing your loadout in those dire situations, as mentioned, so much smoother. I love that, and I also love the fact that they sort of went right down the middle and made it the best of both worlds rather than having only one or only the other. Some players like it always starting at the top, so they know, okay, I need to choose loadout number 4, so they know exactly to go 4 spaces down. Other players like to just grab and go and have their loadout on the ready, so everybody gets what they want there, right? Then to close out this call, Raven also talked a bit about things that they are aware of that they're looking into that you might not necessarily see on some of their social channels on Twitter or on the Trello board, including the problem with loadouts falling through the world. I'm not gonna lie, this has been an issue for a long time. It started back when Caldera first launched and loadouts around peak were falling through the earth. It stopped for a bit, but now it's back, and it's very prominent in game. If you're around peak and you get that unlucky loadout spawn, it will drop all the way into the abyss and you will not be able to grab that free loadout. So they are aware of that issue, and hopefully they've got a fix for it soon. Also, streak notifications. This wasn't directly mentioned in the call, but it is something that they are aware of, where they just aren't super accurate. You can be standing in one place and it says there's a cluster on you. You move 15 feet to the right and it actually lands right on top of you instead of where you were before. There is some accuracy issues going on there, and just like with the loadouts falling through the world, hopefully it is sooner rather than later when it comes to a fix being implemented for that. But yeah, all that being said, those are the main things that Raven has revealed for some upcoming changes to Warzone here, either later on in Season 4 Reloaded or with the start of Season 5. Very exciting stuff all around though, in my opinion. But that's gonna wrap things up. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. It really does help grow the channel. And if you're new here, or if you have not already subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, because every single day I got you covered with everything going on in COD. And as always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a spicy discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products, and the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.